Good day everyone and peace be with us all. This is the report of Group 9, Module 9, The Golden String, the Reader's Response to Literature.
Readers' responses. So Dr. Spencer Kagan is one of the plenary speakers at PEACE as a global language too and was an American educational psychologist. And also he is famous for the so-called structural approach to cooperative learning. This pedagogical approach has two aims. One aim is to foster positive relationship between learners, cooperative studying in any subject in a class. The second aim is high academic achievement for all learners in a class. Cooperative learning has also been associated with higher levels of student satisfaction to literary works. Kagan's cooperative learning is built on a single tenet engagement, which means when students are engaged, they respond positively to learning. So there are four elements in a Kagan's classroom that make all the students engaged and accountable. First, positive interdependence. Individual accountability, equal participation, and simultaneous interaction. So without these four elements, it will simply be group work and not cooperative learning. Let us describe the piece or these four elements that made the difference. So first, positive interdependence means everybody in the group knows the task that all participants are going to work on together and each one masters one's assigned part. Second, individual accountability, on the other hand, refers to each student being responsible of a part of the whole. The third is equal participation, means all group members contribute evenly to a group assignment or product. So the last one is simultaneous interaction, focuses on the level of participation that each member shows while the task is ongoing. So that would mean peace in the classroom means everybody's engagements to learning and the teacher actually becomes the facilitator of learning. There are several Kagan structures that you may implement in an integrated language arts program using children's literature. The following posters shows how the cooperative learning structures can be used in an integrated language arts program.
Jane Stowe, 1998, was born in Western City of Massachusetts. She presented noteworthy definition of domains.
Cooperative learning activities, class building, promotes positive networking among members of each team in class. Under class building is corners. Activities that can be used in corners are types of books, story setting, and prediction.
Team building is help to motivate people to work together and develop strengths and weaknesses. Structure of this domain is formations. Formation is an act of giving form or shape to something. Here are some formation activities that can be used in classroom. First, setting. Show the setting of the story. Second, story scene. Make a scene so that they can guess what part of the story it is. Third, character portrayal. Portray a character from the book.
Division of labor is the separation of a work process into multiple tasks. Structure of this domain is jigsaw. Activities that can be used in jigsaw are reading within a team and creating a story map. Mastery, skill or knowledge that make one something master of. Under of mastery is inside-outside circle. Activities that can be used in inside-outside circle are prior experience, interests, and story review.
Thinking skills are the mental activities you use to create new ideas. Brainstorming is under thinking skills. Brainstorming encourages people to come up with thoughts. Activities that can be used in brainstorming. Rhyming words. You can use two or more words that can have same sound at the end. Color words. Brainstorm things that are red, blue, yellow, and etc. Sentence combining. Make a piece of writing more engaging for the reader. There are 4 S in brainstorming. Speed, suspend judgment, silly, and synergy. Information sharing. Pass information from one to another. Structure of this domain is one stray, two stray. Is a Kagan learning strategy to help learners gather more information from the groups. Activity that can be used in one stray to stray are the next chapter. They form ideas on what comes after the book ended. Comparing versions of a story, they make a list of the many versions or adaptations of the story.
Lesson 2. Creative ways for book reporting. Number 1. Design a game. Make a game based on a book you recently read. It can be a board game, card game, guessing game, or what other idea. Write the step-by-step directions and rules that are easy to follow. Gather any extra supplies needed to play the game and then try it out with a friend or a family member. Number 2. Walk in a character's shoes. In a good novel, the main character must make some hard choices. Now, think about a book you read recently. Write 5 to 10 questions that will give this character a chance to talk about the choices they faced. Then, answer the questions as if you were the character. Number 3. Create a brochure. Think about the sites in the story that would be educational, fun, or exciting to visit. It doesn't matter whether the story setting is real or imaginary. Design a travel brochure to entice visitors. Include maps, drawings, photos, text, bulleted list, and attention-grabbing section titles for content ideas. Number 4. Culture kits. Create a kit containing items representative of the culture described in the book you read. To learn about another person's culture, you have to be aware of how the person behaves, or what she or he does, and what that person feels. Choose 6 items to put into your culture kit. Share your artifacts to the class and explain why these things are important to the character in the story. Number 5. Story tree. The story tree is not planted. It is created by making 8 statements using the exact number of required words. It helps the learners focus on 8 literary elements of plot, character, and setting while encouraging them to use exact language to share their books with others.
Number 6, double duty dictionary. The double duty dictionary is you will create a list of words in English as well as another language and demonstrate usage either by using the word correctly in a sentence or illustrating it with a simple drawing. You can have the student list words in L1 before L2 in another language. Below is the example of double duty dictionary. Number 7, SWBS chart. Every story, there's somebody who wanted something but something got in the way, so the character has to solve the problem. SWBS stands for somebody wanted but, so is an organized way to summarize reading. This strategy works well for struggling readers as it assists them in deciphering what is important part of the text to include in a summary. Number 8, posting postcard. Pretend you're the character from the book you have read. You will send a postcard to a friend. Decide what picture will be in front of your postcard. This picture will show a place in your book. At the back of the postcard, on the upper left-hand side, write something about the picture. On the lower left-hand, write your message as the character from the book. Write the address on the right-hand side of the back of the card. Put a stamp in the space where stamp should go. Literary postcards are great activity to reinforce the idea of character and point of view in any novel or short story and can be used in any grade level. Number 9, trading cards. Put in the necessary information about this character together with a photo, logo, brief history, and personal statistics. Use the pattern below to make a trading card. Trace or cut the card out, fold it in half, and tape the edge together. The trading cards tool gives students an alternative way to demonstrate their literacy knowledge and skills when writing about popular culture texts or real-world examples. Number 10, creating and cracking codes. This activity will help the student to have a critical thinking, tell about a book you have read by writing a message in a code. You follow the Morse code or create your own. So this is an example of code chart where each figure represents the letter of the alphabet from A to Z using the LR progression. So what have we learned? This module talks about the thread that one can follow to become a good teacher using story as a tool. It talks about many ways the reader can relate to story using Kagan's cooperative learning elements and structures. It further discusses creative and meaningful techniques that can be used in teaching children the wonderful story she has accumulated through the years.